welcome to my channel. My name's Heather C, and I'm inviting you to come along and craft with me. Now, as you can see, there's something going on my desk. And if you've been around here for a little while, you know I've been kind of MIA. I have been trying to update a little bit on my community page, but I know that's not as well seen as like videos are. So I do want to give a little bit of backstory, but I'll do that when I start crafting and tell you where I've been. Right now though, let's talk about, let's put this to the side. Let's talk about security envelopes. I've got quite a few here, different designs. Let's see, this is stripes. This one had the little squares, interlocking squares. Diagonal stripe. That's fun, I like that. Like hash marks. Medallion. Like that. It's like a screen. So I've got all kinds of different ones, and I've even got a few that are different colors. Look at those. That's cool. There's a darker one. Oh, here's a blue. There's a blue. That one's interesting. So yeah, I've got quite a few. You know, it's tax season, so I've been going through papers and stuff of that nature. And that is what my project is going to be using today. But I did want to show you that I did pick up a few more things for miniature journals. Miniature trashies. I do have a few little bitty ones going on right now. There's my nerds. So this one will be just a little bit bigger, about double its size, I guess. And then I got this, which will be smaller than my onion soup one. So this is a lot of fun coming up if I can, you know, take the time to get in here and do this. That's the problem. I don't know. I get lazy. But my word was due, and I'm trying to get in here and do. And I've not been able to in the past 3 weeks do anything. And my craft room is a wreck because I've bought things and I brought it in and I've just laid it around. Like I picked up these from the Dollar Tree. I got 2 of them because I was like, if I wanted to use this side somewhere, but I wanted to use this side somewhere else, I wanted the option of both sides without having to make copies. So I got 2 of those. I've had these that I didn't use for my Valentine's journal. They've been on my desk. See, it's a mess. It's a mess. They've been somewhere. I don't know. Random stickers, Dollar Tree and Temu hauls. Yeah, so I'm going to grab this stuff and try to put it somewhere so I can get started on today's project. Now, I've had these. I just got to figure out how to refill some of my gel pens. You know. Okay. And let's move that over there. And these over here. I'm going to use, I believe, some watercolor today to get it. First of all, I want to get rid of this palette. I want to hurry. I've got some really good watercolor over there. And this is like Dollar Tree or Dollar General or somewhere like that I'm wanting to get rid of. So I'm going to use that on these to maybe color them up, give them a little interest. So I'm going to go through here and cut a few out, get some different kinds of options to choose from. Put that over there. That's not one. Okay. Some nice windows for something. And I don't want to get the same. I want to make sure I get different designs. That's the same. Same. Got that one already. I don't know if I want to add a blue in with this. I don't know. We'll just put one with it and then go from there, I guess. Oh, this one's fun. Look at that. Uh-oh. That's pretty wild. Almost dizzying. Let me put that one in the back. Okay. Used. Have already. Getting into some repeats. Lots of repeats. Okay, I think basically those are all repeats, so I'll get them off my desk. Put them over there. I've got a box for them. All right, now let me get some water and get started. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to just go ahead and get these wet. I like to get them good and wet. I needed a spray bottle, but of course I didn't think of that, so let's see. Didn't think of it until it was too late. And I'm already sitting back down and don't want to get up. So I just tap some water on them and let them soak in. I don't know what colors I'm going to use, really. I have no plans other than I want to watercolor these different colors and use these as backgrounds for another set of ATCs. I'm still working on ATCs. How many did I do already? Have I done 7, 6, 5? 5 maybe. 3, 4, 5. Oh goodness, I don't even know, you all. It's been a bit. Okay. See where my box is, and that will be able to tell me really quickly. And here's my box. Found the box, and let's see, here's all the ATCs I've done and the one that I've got packaged up right now. So I've got 5. Oh, I was really hoping I was almost finished, but I'm not. I've got 5. 5 different sets. So this will be, not that, I mean, I've really enjoyed making them, so it's not like, you know, I just, what am I trying to say? Dolores sent me one, you know, pocket letter, and I've been wanting to send one back to her, and I hate that it's taken me so long. But we'll get into what's going on here. Went on for the last, you know, little bit. Oops. Grab a paper towel. Okay, so 3 weeks ago was our spring break at school. And we had a vacation planned to go to Missouri. We have 3 favorite spots to go vacation: Tennessee, Myrtle Beach, and Missouri. What's in Missouri, you may ask? Nothing. Where we go, not hardly anything. There's some parks and some just cute little shops, and our resort that we go to is just pretty much, it's just a very relaxing vacation. And we just relax, and we play games and family time. And what was great about this one was this vacation. At first, when we made the arrangements, my husband and I, we thought it was just going to be us going. But slowly and surely, my kids both were able to go. My son was able to get off school. It was his last week of school, but he had done so good on his testing that the last week of school was just like makeup for those that needed it, and he didn't need it, so he didn't have to go. And the person that he works for which is his uncle, let him off work, which was awesome. And so found out my son was going to get to go. So that was just, wonderful, because I don't know, that's been the hardest thing. One of the hardest things about them getting older and doing their own thing is that lining up everybody's schedule so we can still do like family trips. And so I was so excited about that. But then I was like, well, I sure would like for my daughter to be able to go. And her husband, that would be nice. But, that was a couple more schedules that we'd have to see if we can get worked around. And it just all worked out, and they were able to go too. And we rode down there together like a pack of sardines, canned sardines. But it was, it was fun. And my husband, if you remember the update that I gave in the backstory of his sickness and everything, he always has like stomach trouble. And he has diverticulitis, and he ended up getting a hole in his colon in 2016, 18, something like that. I can't never remember dates. I always have to ask him because there was a whole lot that happened and went on. But so we're used to him having stomach issues. So we don't just run to the doctor over any little thing, right? So he had been feeling bad for a while. He would feel bad, and then he would start feeling better. And I'm going to lay this over here. And then he would start feeling bad again, and he would start feeling better. And this was all like a month up in before our vacation was scheduled. And I'd say, you need to go to your doctor and get that checked out. And he was like, it's probably, just gas or something bothering him, or maybe he was having a flare-up or something. Honestly, once you go through a bunch, it's harder to go back to the doctor because the hospital, because you know what you're facing. And it's just, it's tough to go through everything again. So you want to save that as your last, at least he does. He wants to save it as his last option, Let's figure it out and see if there's something that I've ate, something going on that way. And so he was going through his thing, feeling good, feeling bad, feeling good, feeling bad. And we went on vacation, and he was actually feeling okay. So we got out on vacation, and he didn't really want to do much. He went fishing, which is on the resort. There's a place to go fishing. And he just laid around and fished and relaxed, and that's basically what we did. Now the kids, my son and daughter and son-in-law, they all went like hiking, and they went to St. Louis, and they went to a park. Just they did a lot of other things. But we just relaxed and had a good, relaxing time. Well, we got home Saturday evening. And Saturday night, my husband started getting sick. And he was bad sick come Sunday morning. And this was the Sunday before Easter. And I'm like, you are sick. Let's go to the emergency room. Because he was bad sick, guys. He had thrown up so many times that day. So we go to the hospital of his choice. And they do a CAT scan of his stomach and his intestines. And they find a blockage. Sure enough. They found a blockage in his sigmoid colon. And of course, they're saying, it could be cancer. We wouldn't know for sure. They were going to do a colonoscopy and a biopsy of it. And go from there. Well, after the surgeon looked at it, she decided that they were just going to go on in and remove the whole thing and not stop at the biopsy. Just take the whole mass out. So, Monday was more tests or something, seems like. And Tuesday was the actual surgery. Because, we got there late Sunday night. So it was like the CT scan was way up in the night. Maybe early morning. And then by the time we got into a room and settled and everything, and he had to do all the prep and all that stuff, the surgery was Tuesday. So he had his surgery, and he was in surgery. They were going to try to do it laparoscopically, and he was in surgery. They tried for 2 hours to do it laparoscopically and weren't able to get it all. So they had to open him back up. And when I say open him back up, that's meaning like from where his first surgery was in 2018. And he had just in August of last year, he had hernia surgery in that area from, the hernias that had been caused from the initial surgery. So they had to open all that back up. So the surgery was about 5 hours long. My brother-in-law came and sat with me. I'm so thankful for that. Or I would have been sitting there through it all by myself, stressing. But he helped me through that. So that was great of him. Recovery was another 3 hours. And then they finally brought him back to the room. And they were able to get the mass. But where the mass had caused a blockage, his intestines had gotten stretched. And so he had to have a colostomy put on. So it would give his intestines time to heal and shrink back down to the size that they're supposed to be. And they're hoping in 3 to 6 months that they'll be able to reverse that. Oh, so they told us that we'd find out in 7 to 14 days from pathology if the mass was cancer. So we spent a week in the hospital, and then we got back Easter Sunday night. Got back home, and I stayed home Monday with him, and my son decided to stay home as well and help out. His uncle gave him another week off, so he's been staying with my husband while I went back to work. So I've been back to work since Tuesday, but I have been exhausted, y'all. So that's why I've not done any kind of crafting or anything like that. And, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We haven't heard, from pathology yet. But that's why I've not been crafting. And it's, life. We're just going to take it one day at a time and go from there. But I do want to say some interesting things that happened on vacation. So I was hitting them Dollar Trees up that I could find. Oh, them Dollar Trees, Yeah. I was looking for those dyes that came out last year. The flower dye. And there was another one, and I couldn't remember what it was. But I went to a Dollar Tree, and I found all kinds of those dyes. And I was so excited. And I was taking a picture, and I was sending it to Dolores and Dolores J. Rush and to Possum Patty. I was sending them pictures like, look what I found. Look what I found. Oh, I found them. I'm so happy. And it took a while for them to answer back. They didn't see the email, I guess. So it took a little bit before they answered back. And by then, when they answered, I was already out of the store. And Dolores was like, did you buy one? And I was like, yes. And she said, oh, well, I found you one. And because she knew that I was looking for them. And she was like, I had found you one, and I was going to send you one. But I guess I can send it to someone else was wanting one. And I was like, oh, yes, please send it on, to the other person. Because I did find one. Patty got back with me, and she was like, well, you're going to be getting some Happy Meal in the mail. So when I got back, of course, there was Happy Meal, and guess what was in it? Random act of kindness. And it's the dye she sent me. So, and that's not even the last bit of it, because when I was at the store and I picked up what I thought was one of these, when I got to the register, they were stuck. So I ended up buying 2. I pulled them apart and I was like, instead of taking them all the way back or saying, no, I don't want that, and let them deal with it, I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and buy a second one. So now I have 3 of these. So stay tuned because I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to have to read up on how to do YouTube giveaways, though, before I do that. But I'll show you that. I do have 3 now. 1 thanks to Possum Patty, and then 2 that I purchased. But it would have been hilarious. I mean, I'm so thankful that I called Dolores before she sent hers out to me, because then I would have had another one, and yeah, I'd be having to try to pass more along. But, which would have been fine. But why am I always going to green, red, and blue? And purple. Let's get some different colors. I love bright colors, though. Let's see what this is. This is like a weird purple, but I don't know why it's over here instead of with, ooh, it's like that's pretty. I'm sure there's a reason. It's like shading, I guess. I'm not very good at things like that. I like that green with it, though. So, that's what's been going on here. We did have a wonderful trip. I was kind of moody. I hate it when I get so moody. I was just moody. I don't know why. But, and then it was rough, you know, the whole hospital thing, which the hospital we go to, there's most of well, there's a new part and an old part, and the new part has some good rooms. The old part are awful rooms, and we've had to stay in both. The old part of the rooms, the old part of the hospital, the rooms are not private. You share. And when he had his hernia surgery, we had to share. And it was just so uncomfortable. I didn't like it at all, and I ended up getting sick. It was horrible. But now, the times when we go and we're in the new part, which has happened a few times, 3, I think. This has been the 3rd time we've been in the new part. You get your own room with bathroom, shower, all that stuff, and I don't have to sleep in a chair. There's like a couch that you can move the backing, and you'll be able to, I'd be able to you know, lay down like a bed and sleep, kind of like a bed. But it wasn't comfortable, but it was more comfortable than sleeping in a chair. So he came through the surgery really well. He did. He's a trooper. He started moving around and walking, and his stoma and all that looked really good, you know, for what it was. Everything works well, and if all goes well, he can get that removed in, you know, a few months here. Yeah. But, of course, I have not been doing any YouTube videos because, you know, I didn't have my craft room. I wasn't at my craft room. I did take some crafty stuff with me on vacation. I took a mixed media book and did a few little watercolor and paper mixed media pages. Now, I'm not an expert at watercolor at all. I just started. I'm just starting and I'm learning, you know, other than what you do when you're in school. So I didn't do a whole lot, but I did do this mixed media piece. I went to, let me zoom out, Dollar Tree, like I said, and I ended up picking up these pretty butterfly and flower stickers. And so I made like some kind of, you know, flower to put them on. I seen a flower like this in something, and I was like, well, I'm just going to try to paint it. And so what I ended up using is coloring pencils that are watercolor pencils, but this paper doesn't jive well really with watercolor. So it still looks like coloring pencil a lot in places. I don't know. I like it okay. I continue another story that basically tells about a picture that I saw. That picture, it just like the real picture. I was like, who is that artist? And so I looked him up, and I drew one and painted it. Now, please, oh my goodness, I don't even know. I can't even believe I'm showing this. But the women had really long necks, and this one was called Woman in a Sailor Dress or something. But here's mine. I tried, you know. I thought it was interesting. I just had a good time with it. It is nowhere near, you know, I mean, it's pretty bad, but yeah, I had fun. So that's the two things that I did crafty on the vacation. And then while I was at the hospital and also on vacation, I had taken a diamond painting kit, and I started it on vacation, but I finished it. I did the majority of it the whole week while staying there. In the hospital, and I finished it, and I shared that on a community page, a post, but I'll share it here. And I did that, Starry Night, and that was so fun and relaxing. It just helped me pass time in the hospital. I enjoyed it. So that's what I did. And this week, crafty, I haven't done anything other than help my kids at school do a few craft projects. Yeah, that's what we did. So I was like, it's Friday. Today is Friday evening, and I'm like, I've got to get in my craft room. I've got to get on some kind of crafty business. Get it done, you know, get something done. I want to get another set of ATCs done. I don't have a plan. I just don't even know what I want to do, but I do know I want to get some ATCs taken care of. And so when I was getting things cleaned up from where we had got all of our tax stuff together, I noticed all of these security envelopes, and I was like, let's do something with that. I can throw in, I can say it's ATC and Trash Tuesday, because, you know, we're dealing with trash, so why not throw that hashtag in? Right? And that's what I am doing. What I'm doing. So I was thinking about, you know, cutting these up or tearing them up, ripping them up in little pieces and doing some kind of collage with them. I think that would be cool. Possibly. Not very sure exactly what direction this is going to go in, but that's where I'm leaning for. I love that purple, whatever color that is. It's like a dark, I don't know. Words are escaping me right now. I'm still tired. It takes forever for your body to get back into the swing of things. I was almost late 3 times this week, and I only went to school 4 days. So, one morning, I completely slept through an hour of my alarm going off. Yep. An hour. And I think of that. There's like a little reel on Facebook or a TikTok or something. No, it's what? Yeah, there's shorts on YouTube, reels on Facebook, and then TikTok. Okay, so there's this guy and he's dancing to the alarm. Didn't. Okay, I don't know, but it was going right along with my dream when I was trying to, you know, I was trying to sleep, but it was trying to wake me up, and it was not working. My sleep was winning. Sleep was winning. But it feels good to be back home, and hopefully things will get back to the new normal, I guess. And my husband and I, we're both trying to stay positive. We've had the C word said before to us. I had cancer, and, you know, we're not going into things blindly. We kind of know things to expect. Yeah, it's just, you know, one day at a time. But the doctor did say with his surgery that they were able to get all of the mass out. They even were able to get the border around the mass. So they got a little extra, which is great for the one surgery, because like my surgery, when they got the mass out, the lump out, they found the cancer around the border, the edge of the mass. And so I had to have another surgery to go back in and get more to make sure that it hadn't spread. And then they had to check my lymph nodes and stuff. But they were able to get all of the mass and all of the border around it off, and said it didn't look like anything had spread further than that area. So that's good. We're trying to look at the positives. Trying to be positive. All right, I'm going to clean up a bit and I'll be back with these dried.